Okay, so the next part. So this Aldrich weapon person here, starting off as a ranger, is going to end up with wizard, part of his class. So what I've done in the book is I wrote down for these four classes the order of how I generally see how the score should be laid out. So for a ranger, the chief of the scores is dexterity, then wisdom, because they're a spellcaster, then intelligence, then constitution, then strength, then charisma. A lot of other people would not necessarily go along with that, but that's what I'm shooting for here. And then for wizard, I would say intelligence, then dexterity, then constitution, because spellcasting is an arduous task. Then charisma, then wisdom, then strength. And so a paladin starts off with charisma, then wisdom, then strength, then constitution, then intelligence, then dexterity. And the bard would be charisma, then dexterity, then intelligence, then wisdom, then constitution, then strength. And a sorcerer starts off with charisma, then intelligence, then wisdom. Those can be switched. Then dexterity, then constitution, then strength. And actually, on some of these, I made them slashes, but that, so it's like a choice on which one you want to modify your camp to. So then, because this is going to be another class, and he's bred for it, I went ahead to assign the scores as if he had been bred for it. And so I have dexterity and intelligence as the two chief things there, and then the two least things are charisma and strength. And then I came down, so, and then generally it goes strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, constitution, charisma. And so for strength, come over here, and strength is a 1. You come over here, and strength is a 2, so it gets a value of 3. Intelligence is a 6 and a 4, so it gets a value of 10. Wisdom, 5 and 2 is a 7. Dexterity, 6 and 5 is 11. Constitution, 4 and 3 is a 7. Charisma, 3 and 1 is a 4. So this particular character's ranger, starting off, prime requisite is dexterity, followed by intelligence, and then there's 2 7s, wisdom and constitution. So I chose wisdom over constitution for the ranger aspect, and then there's a 4 and a 3, so charisma and strength. And then I went ahead and plotted on the races and did it by bonus values. So it's a pretty short group with a big tall guy. And chose dwarf. And so this Eldritch weapon mastery that he's going for, he's bred to do, is that he's going to eventually be a weapons crafter versus elves, specifically drow. And the paladin is a gnome. Isn't that cool? But that goes along with Lore Master pretty well. And then my Pathfinder Chronicler is a halfling, duh. And then the elf is an elf because that's a racial archer right there, if I ever heard of one. Except that it's an elf, it's not a wizard. So, ooh, you got some chaotic tendencies. And his dexterity is really low on that. Because I chose sorcerer, not archer. But the elf kind of helps make up for it. So, the folks' scores make a new list here in a moment.